Here's why you should never let your kids watch Disney movies. I've always been a cautious parent. So when my 5-year-old daughter, Emily, started begging to watch Disney movies, I was initially hesitant. I knew the classics, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, and remembered them fondly from my own childhood. But something inside me told me to be careful. But like any parent, I eventually gave in. After all, how harmful could a Disney movie be? It was just innocent entertainment, right? Something to keep Emily happy and occupied for a couple of hours. So I popped in a DVD of The Little Mermaid one Saturday afternoon and sat down on the couch with her to watch it together. At first, everything was fine. Emily was enchanted by the bright colors, the catchy songs, and the friendly sea creatures. She giggled and clapped her hands, completely absorbed in the story. I relaxed, feeling a little silly for being so worried. It was just a movie after all. But as the movie went on, I started to notice things, small details that didn't sit right with me. The way Ariel seemed so eager to give up everything. Her voice, her family, her entire identity, for a man she had never even spoken to. The sinister way Ursula manipulated her, preying on her insecurities. The underlying message that beauty and romance were the ultimate goals, worth sacrificing anything for. It made me uncomfortable, but I brushed it off as overthinking. After all, I'd watched this movie as a kid, and I turned out fine. Right? Emily didn't seem to notice any of this though. She was captivated, her eyes glued to the screen as Ariel made her pact with Ursula and traded her voice for legs. But then, something strange happened. As Ariel's voice was taken away, the TV screen flickered. The image distorted for a brief moment, and I thought I saw something. A shadowy figure in the background that wasn't supposed to be there. I blinked and the screen returned to normal. I told myself it was just a glitch, probably nothing. But a knot of unease began to form in my stomach. The movie continued, and I kept one eye on Emily and the other on the screen, waiting for something else to happen. But everything seemed fine, at least until the climactic battle at the end. As Ursula transformed into a giant monstrous version of herself, the TV flickered again. This time, it lasted longer, long enough for me to see that the shadowy figure had returned, standing in the background, barely noticeable unless you were really looking for it. And then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, it was gone. I glanced at Emily, but she didn't seem to notice. She was too busy watching Ariel and Prince Eric fight off Ursula. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I grabbed the remote and paused the movie, telling Emily we'd finish it later. She protested, of course, but I made up some excuse about needing to start dinner. That night, after Emily was in bed, I couldn't stop thinking about what I'd seen. I pulled out the DVD and rewatched the scene, my finger hovering over the pause button, ready to catch whatever it was that had flashed on the screen. But this time, there was nothing. No flicker, no shadowy figure. Everything was exactly as it should be. Maybe I was just tired, I thought. Maybe my eyes had been playing tricks on me. But the unease didn't go away. Over the next few days, I found myself obsessing over it, replaying the scene in my mind, trying to figure out what it was that had disturbed me so much. A few nights later, I decided to test my theory. I put on another Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast, to see if anything strange would happen. Emily was thrilled, of course, and we settled in to watch it together. Everything was fine at first. But then, during the scene where Belle enters the Beast's castle for the first time, the screen flickered again. This time, I was ready. I hit pause, my heart racing, and there it was, a shadowy figure, standing just behind one of the columns in the castle's entrance hall. It was barely visible, almost blending in with the darkness, but it was there. My heart skipped a beat. This was no glitch. Something was very wrong. I quickly turned off the TV, much to Emily's dismay. She pouted and begged me to turn it back on, but I refused. I couldn't let her watch any more of these movies, not until I figured out what was going on. That night, I did some research. I scoured the internet for any mention of strange occurrences in Disney movies, glitches, hidden images, anything that might explain what I was seeing. But I found nothing. Just the usual fan theories and urban legends, none of which came close to explaining the shadowy figure that had appeared in the movies.